Hi, I'm Amy Adams, and thank you for watching Save with Stories, a new fund for Save the Children and No Kid Hungry dedicated to getting food and educational supplies to the 30 million children who rely on school for both. If you can, please donate to savethechildren.org/savewithstories or text SAVE to 20222 for a $10 one-time gift to help nourish hungry bellies and minds. Thank you. Today, I'm going to read The Dinosaur Princess, which is a story by my daughter, Aviana Olia-Lagallo, and it's illustrated by my husband, Darren Lagallo, as a gift to her. And this will be the first time we're sharing it, so we're excited. It's called The Dinosaur Princess. This book is dedicated to my little princess, Aviana, from your dinosaur daddy. I love you. There once was a beautiful kingdom called Golia, and in this kingdom there lived a lovely princess named Penelope, and every day she would ride out on her horse, Lucky, to the surrounding forests and pick flowers. On this particular day, while she was picking flowers, she found the strangest object. "It looks like a large egg," Penelope exclaimed to Lucky, "but where did it come from? There's no one around. Perhaps we should take care of it until someone comes looking for it." Lucky was unsure of this idea. "Whatever it is, we will make sure that it's well taken care of," stated Princess Penelope. She always had a way of putting Lucky at ease, so they slung it onto Lucky's saddle in a large bag they used for collecting flowers and made their way back to the castle. The princess made sure that the egg was cozy by placing it upon one of the softest pillows in her room, and every night she would read stories and sing gentle lullabies to it until she could no longer keep her eyes open. And then one day it happened. The egg hatched, and out popped the cutest little dinosaur, and it squeaked the tiniest roar. "Oh my, you are the sweetest thing I've ever seen," Penelope beamed. The princess thought for a moment and then smiled. "I think I'll call you Sweet Pea." But when her father, the king, caught wind that there was a dinosaur within the castle walls, he went to the princess and stated, "This castle is no place for a beast." She pleaded with the king, but he would not budge. "Not another word about it. Take it away now," he boomed. The princess knew of a cave near the castle that would make a great little home for Sweet Pea. She remembered that it had a working well within it, so that there would be plenty of drinking water for her dinosaur. She adorned the walls with decorations and brought food for him every day. On his birthdays, she would make cakes for him, and just as before he had hatched, she would sing to him every night. Every day, Penelope would spend hours playing with Sweet Pea, teaching him everything she knew about the peaceful magic of the kingdom. And Sweet Pea grew and grew at an incredible rate, and the two became the best of friends. Sweet Pea became very, very good at fetch. One day, while picking flowers, Penelope saw the most beautiful blooms high above a tree. She then had an idea. Sweet Pea lifted her up onto his back where she could reach the beautiful flowers. She looked around and realized how much she could see of the kingdom. Penelope smiled. "Wait a second," she mused. The princess harnessed her saddle onto the dinosaur's back. "Let's see how fast you can go," Sweet Pea challenged Penelope. Whoosh! They darted through the forest and fields at a speed Penelope had never experienced before. The princess squealed with delight. They reached the edge of a small village below the castle, and Sweet Pea stopped in his tracks. The princess's hood flew up over her head, blocking her vision. Sweet Pea was so excited to see the people that he wanted to say hello, but when his mouth opened and out came a roar, the villagers fled in fear. This made Sweet Pea very sad, as all he wanted was to say a friendly hello. So Penelope leaned in and whispered, "It's okay. I know what you meant. Give them time." The kingdom wasted no time in posting a wanted poster for the creature and its mysterious rider. "This is just silly," exclaimed Penelope. "Okay, stay here where it's safe. I'm going to explain to my father, the king, that no one has anything to fear," stated Penelope. She patted Sweet Pea's nose and made her way back to the castle. "How do you know this creature and its rider are nothing to be concerned with?" Penelope grunted the king. Penelope took a deep breath, and just as she was about to reveal that was in fact her and the dinosaur that he had banished from the castle, a knight burst into the hall, making a terrible commotion. "Forgive me for the intrusion, my lord," cried the knight. "What news do you bring?" asked the king. There is a beast that is terrorizing the village as we speak. Penelope almost questioned to herself if it could be her dear Sweet Pea. Had he ventured out and scared the villagers again? Come to the window, my king, and I will show you, pleaded the knight. There, my king, a dragon burns the village, shouted the knight. The king gasped at the sight of the fiery beast. Gather a dozen of my bravest knights and take them down to this monster before it burns the entire kingdom, commanded the king. Well, Princess Penelope wasn't about to let the kingdom burn. She had a way with animals and beasts, so she made a decision. She would ride out and meet this unwelcome dragon. Lucky galloped out of the castle, down the road, and straight towards the menace. Excuse me, Mr. Dragon. There's no good reason for you to be burning up our homes and gardens, exclaimed the princess. The knight stared in disbelief at the courageous princess. The dragon sneered. Out of my way, you petulant princess, for this is what I do. Things burn and are left anew. Not in my kingdom, dragon. You are rude and uninvited, and it's time for you to leave and go back to where you came from, commanded Penelope. The dragon chuckled and began to draw in a deep breath. Are you kidding me? Shouted Penelope as the dragon spewed flames with a fiery exhale. A knight quickly jumped in front of the princess, shielding her from the inferno. Penelope, screamed the king. More knights with swords and shields drawn galloped towards the dragon from the castle. Penelope, 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 Penelope! Something came over Sweet Pea when he reached the edge of the village and witnessed Penelope in danger. It was an unfamiliar feeling, and from the depths of his belly rose a sound that forced his jaws open wider than they had ever been before, and the roar that exploded from Sweet Pea's mouth was so loud that it shook everything within a mile radius. The roar was so powerful, it blew out all the fires. Sweet Pea's roar was so loud that it even put out the fire inside the dragon's mouth. Yipe, whimpered the dragon. The knights cheered in disbelief at the sheer power of Sweet Pea's roar. 3 cheers for the dinosaur and the princess. Penelope hugged Sweet Pea and thanked him for rescuing the village. The king proudly proclaimed, I declare this day Sweet Pea Day forevermore within the kingdom. Sweet Pea beamed with pride as he wore the special medal that the village's blacksmith had created for him. And he is welcome any time in my castle, laughed the king. The end. Or is it just the beginning? Thank you so much.